1.3.1 Industry Compliance and Cybersecurity Strategies for Healthcare, Finance, Government, Utilities. Welcome to another session in our SecurityX CAS-005 series. Today, we are focusing on Domain 1 Governance, Risk, and Compliance. Our subtopic is 1.3.1, which is understanding how compliance varies across industries and how it influences cybersecurity strategies. Compliance is not just about ticking boxes. It directly affects how an organization plans, builds, and operates its information security program. Different industries have different legal and regulatory requirements, and each one needs a tailored security approach. Let's start by exploring how this works in some of the major sectors. First, the healthcare industry. In healthcare, the primary regulation in the United States is HIPAA, the Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. Its main goal is to protect patient health information, also called PHI. Hospitals, clinics, and even insurance providers must take specific steps to ensure that PHI is secure. This includes encrypting patient records, limiting access to sensitive data, maintaining detailed audit logs, and reporting any unauthorized disclosures or breaches. For example, if a nurse accesses a patient file they are not assigned to, the system should record it, and the incident may need to be investigated and reported. Compliance in healthcare also includes training employees on how to handle patient data, using secure systems for messaging and storage, and developing strict policies for access control. These requirements help ensure that patient privacy is respected and that data is not exposed accidentally or maliciously. Now, let's move to the financial industry. Banks, insurance companies, and payment processors deal with sensitive financial data and face heavy compliance requirements. Key regulations include the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, or GLBA, which focuses on protecting consumer financial privacy. There's also PCI DSS, which applies to any organization that stores or processes credit card information, and SOX, the Sarbanes-Oxley Act, which addresses financial reporting and internal controls. In financial services, compliance drives encryption of financial data, implementation of strong access controls, frequent audits, and fraud detection systems. For example, a credit card processor must encrypt cardholder data, monitor its network for suspicious activity, and regularly test its security systems. If the organization is not compliant, it can face fines, lawsuits, and reputational damage. Next, the government sector. Government agencies and contractors manage highly sensitive information, including national security data. They must comply with regulations such as FISMA, the Federal Information Security Management Act, and FedRAMP, which governs cloud security for federal systems. Contractors dealing with defense or weapons information also fall under ITAR, which controls the export and handling of military technologies. Compliance in government settings includes classifying data based on its sensitivity, implementing rigorous risk assessments, using only approved vendors for cloud services, and enforcing strict physical and logical access controls. For instance, a government contractor cannot simply use any cloud provider. The provider must be FedRAMP certified and meet all required security controls. These measures are crucial for protecting national interests. Finally, the utility sector. Utilities such as electricity, gas, and water providers are considered critical infrastructure. In North America, these entities follow the NERC CIP standards, which stand for North American Electric Reliability Corporation Critical Infrastructure Protection. These standards were created to prevent cyber attacks that could disrupt essential services. Under NERC CIP, utility providers must segment their networks, separating operational systems from regular business systems. They must monitor and log all access to control systems, use strong authentication, and have robust incident response and recovery plans. For example, engineers accessing the power grid control system must use multi-factor authentication, and their access must be tracked in real time. Any unauthorized change to the system could lead to a security breach or even a blackout. So what is the big picture here? Every industry has different risks, and those risks are addressed by different compliance requirements. These requirements shape how organizations design their cybersecurity programs. Whether it is data encryption, access control, employee training, incident reporting, or system monitoring, all of it is influenced by the need to meet specific compliance standards. Failure to comply can lead to legal penalties, loss of customer trust, and serious business disruption. But beyond the legal aspect, compliance also helps protect people's data, financial assets, national security, and even essential services. As a cybersecurity professional, you need to be aware of the compliance standards that apply to your industry. This awareness helps you design better strategies, avoid legal trouble, and keep your systems resilient against threats. In the next video, we will look into how global privacy laws like GDPR and CCPA connect with security strategies. Thanks for listening, and continue your journey with CecurityX CAS-005 to build real-world cybersecurity knowledge.